Hi and welcome everybody. This is Tony Rvitia with RV Simplified and my new company Lux RVs. Just want to do a quick video. If you guys are out there and you had thought about renting out your RV, if you bought one, I just kind of want to go through the process and tell you how everything works. I just bought my first one a couple months ago and I just started renting it out the last few months, and there is quite a bit of tricks you need to learn and a lot of lessons you can learn by renting out your RV. But I gotta say, the money is really good once you get past the initial phase of buying it and getting all the supplies inside and stuff, and kind of learning the ins and outs and how to get your costs down as much as possible, because obviously those things are really expensive to fix and RV mechanics charge $180 an hour, so there's nothing too cheap about that. But I've tried to kind of make it as easy as possible. Try to go through, I'm gonna do this as like a quick overview video, and then I'm gonna do a bunch of little videos that break down each segment that'll kind of help walk you through if you want to do it yourself. And then depends on when you're watching this, eventually we're going to start our own company where we'll help do it for you, because there is a lot you have to organize. You got to organize the laundry getting done. You got to have a professional cleaner come in, because everybody thinks they rented it, so they expect it to be as clean as the Marriott. So you gotta have a good maid, you gotta have a good mechanic, you gotta have a system down. So if you only have 2 days in between renters, you got to make sure and get everything done properly. You got to have the right paperwork, you got to have the right insurance. But the money, I mean, you can make anywhere from $30,000 to $70,000 on your RV. And say your payment's only like $500 or $600 a month, you're only paying $5,000 a year. And plus, if you add in insurance, another couple $1,000, you're only paying $7,000 a year, or 10 or 12 or 3, somewhere in there. You're paying $3,000 to say $15,000 a year if you bought a really, really fancy one. And you can rent it out for nearly $2,000 a week. Or I just did one rental for Burning Man, and I made, well, after they took their commission, I netted $5,500 for a 1 week rental. Now my payment's $810 or something like that a month. So I mean, that almost made my whole year's payment. So that's why I like the rental. Personally, I've never really been in an RV and never owned an RV before this. I've never really went camping besides the time in high school. My buddies and I went to the lake and drank too much and passed out in the back of a truck. But other than that, I've never been camping. I've never been in an RV. But it's so anybody can do it as long as you have the RV and you want to take the time, make a little extra money. I mean, it can be a significant amount of money, I guess, depending upon how much you make. I mean, think if you made an extra 30, 40 grand a year. Well, if you only made $80,000 a year, it's almost a 50% pay increase with not doing much. And then we just found a great handyman on Home Advisor. We put in like a quote for a handyman, and we didn't wait for any of them to come back, and this guy contacted us. So there are websites you can find people like Craigslist that can do most everything for you. This guy now turns it over for us. He does everything, gets all the cleaning, gets it all prepared for the next guest. I have a laundry service that picks up the laundry. So the first thing you want to do is obviously get it listed. So there's several websites you can go on nowadays. So far, rvshare.com has been the best for us. There's also outdoorsy.com. There's Camp Panda. I don't know about this Camp Panda one. We had our first rental on them about 3 weeks ago, and we still have not been paid out. And they have all these excuses of why they haven't paid us out, and they're supposed to be the biggest one. But RV Share works almost like Airbnb. The people, they take the deposit, they collect the money. The day after they check in, they release the funds to you. I've gotten paid every single time. They're very on top of it. So rvshare.com is the number one in my book so far. Plus, we've just gotten a ton of rentals. I started in June, and we're already booked out all the way through November. Usually not more than 2 or 3. Well, there's one like space in there for like 10 days, but I'm sure it'll fill up. But most of the other times it's 2 days in between the rental, or like 3 of them have only been 1 day in between. And so we have different checks coming in every week or two. We got new checks coming in. Now the thing, it was expensive to buy, so I don't think we'll be in the black for at least a few months, probably till like October, November, or maybe December, because now you don't have to do it how we did it. We rent out vacation condos, and we actually rent out Marriott timeshare condos, and so they have everything in them. So we took the same approach with the RV business, because if you go to like some of these smaller, or not smaller, the bigger RV companies like Cruise America, or what's the other one, like Sahara or something like that, if you go on their site, they just have the basic RVs. They don't have any of the slides on them. And then if you want anything extra, like towels or blankets or a cup or kitchen utensils, you know, they charge you up the wazoo for everything. And extra mileage over like 100 miles is 35 cents a mile. So your $1,500 RV rental could end up being $2,000-3,000. So what we decided to do is give it more like a Marriott condo approach, where we have everything included. So it's nice, it's all encompassing. I charge one price. I started it at $200 a night. Now we're up to $240 a night, and that seems to be reasonable. It hasn't really slowed down the bookings. And so what you do is you go on there. It's free to set up an account. They just take a 25% commission, which is fair. They're doing all the marketing, you know, they're collecting all the money, they provide the insurance. So, and then these people are fully insured. So if anything happens, like our very first rental, thing's brand new, I've never even stayed in it. The guy was coming out of a gas station and he kind of nicked the back of it, and you know, the back, I don't know, back by the power housing kind of got smashed. But we submitted a claim to the insurance company the day he picked it up, and I don't know, probably within a week they sent us a check for like $2,500. So I mean, the insurance, great. If they break anything in it, they're responsible. It charged the guy the deductible, and then there was a couple little things he had broke, like the shower latches and stuff, because apparently those motorhomes are not well made, so it's really easy to break stuff. So we were just able to charge him for it, and then they collected the money. They also collected the $1,500 deductible for the insurance. He had to pay that as well, and I didn't have to do anything. I just submitted the paperwork in the form, and they took care of all that. So it is nice having them on your side and being able to do anything. 25% seems is really expensive. If you get 2 or 3 units on there, it lowers it to 20 and then to 15. So obviously we're going to get more units at this rate. We're going to try to buy like 5, within the next year or so. Because if you had 5 of them, you could make $100,000 to $200,000 a year, and no problem. The only thing is you just got to figure out the logistics of like where to park it, you know, how to get your cleaning crew scheduled. Basically, you're like almost running like a little mini hotel, but you could turn it into a little business or side business, or if you want, and possibly even exceed your income. And we're actually going to start selling franchises where we'll sell the whole system to you on what to do and how to schedule everything and what websites to go on. And so, so first thing you got to do, go sign up on one of those websites, rvshare.com or Outdoorsy. Okay, fill out the description. You know, just kind of copy what the other people are doing. Kind of look and see similar RVs to yours, and then you can kind of judge like what price to put on there. And then I charge a $350 cleaning fee, and then I also charge a $120 setup fee on top of the $240 a night, or the $200 a night originally that I had listed just to get some clients. So on top of that, you're going to charge them for the clean, because those things do, if you make them hotel clean, they do take a while to clean. It takes my maid like almost 3 hours to clean it, where she cleans my whole 6,000 square foot house in 4 hours. But when you have to clean every little inch of it, you know, it does take them a while. So, you know, I pay, you know, it cost me like $110 for her, and then they get RV wash places are ridiculously expensive. They're like $150 to $180 to get your RV washed. Now, I found one company that's at the RV park, and they will come to you as like $110, which was a little more reasonable. But then you tip them, that's another 20, you know, so you're at 130 plus the maid, that's 240. And then the cleaning, I found a laundry service. They come pick up all the laundry. That costs $50. So you're at 280 right there. and then you're going to have little maintenance issues, so you got to pay a maintenance guy or do it yourself, obviously. So you want to add in a cleaning fee of $200-300 plus maybe a setup fee, because I include like paper plates and napkins and bowls and stuff, and I include wireless internet, I include all the blankets. So we did have to come up with the upfront cost. We bought, you know, blankets and mattress protectors. Ours has 6 beds, something like that, bunk beds, and you know, one of those beds above the thing. So ours has 6 beds. We had to buy mattress protectors. We had to buy sheets, towels, blankets, all that stuff. We ended up spending probably $2,500-3,000. We're just doing the books now. So it's up to you to decide to include all that, or you don't have to include any of that. Or you could include that and upcharge them for everything, have a lower base price, like $100-150 a night, and then they have parts on there where you can add extra fees for blankets and pillows, and but we included everything: kitchen equipment, utensils, knives, forks, blender, anything you would think of that you would see at like a 5-star resort. We included that already, because once you start getting the reviews in, and then, or if they compare the RV share site to the Cruise America or those type of ones, and they see how much a better deal it is, I think you'll get a lot more business. I mean, we're already booked out almost 2 full months next year already, and it's only August, or so I guess it's September now, but you got, I mean, just a ton of business. You could have this thing rented out, say 20 to 30 weeks of the year at $2,000 if you net gross or net $2,000 a week, say $1,500 a week. All right, always take the worst case scenario, and you rent it out 20-30 weeks. What's that? 30, 40, 50, 30 to $50,000, depending upon how much your costs are and stuff. Just for not doing that much work once a week. You know, if you schedule everything, it doesn't take a lot. If you're doing it all yourself, then it is a ton of work, and it's very stressful, because the first couple I did myself, and I wouldn't recommend that. It's just take the money, pay the maid, pay the maintenance guy, pay the guy to check them in, pay the guy to drop it off. Whatever you got to pay, it's worth it, because it's a stressful thing trying to turn over that RV in 2 days and get the maid going and making sure they didn't take anything, and then, you know, seeing what they did take, seeing what they did break. So there are a lot of little nuances to it, and that's why we're going to start doing it for people, so you don't have the worry. You just buy the motorhome, pay your payment, we do everything for you. We send you $1,000 to $2,000 a month, and everything's hunky-dory. And there's different insurance companies I'll go into in the next videos. So get it on the website, then you'll get a request, say 1 or 2 requests a week, and it'll say send them a quote. You send them a quote, then they'll either accept the quote or not, and then RV Share or Outdoorsy will collect the money, and they'll provide the insurance, they'll collect the deposit, and they'll take care of everything. All you want to do is make sure when they show up, make sure it's been cleaned inside and out. They expect it to be hotel clean, so use a good housekeeper, and somebody that's professional, somebody preferably that's done hotel rooms before, because I mean, the second lady came in, she like found like a little stain on the counter, and then she found like you know, to her credit, I mean, you want it to be clean, but you know, it was a little more than I thought it would be, renting from, you know, somebody like personal. But so they do expect it to be hotel clean, everybody does. So get a good maid, get some paperwork together. I have an extra contract above the RV Share contract that just, you know, tells them they need to check the tire pressure, that you can message me and I can tell you where to get another contract, or I'll go into that in another video. So you send them out the contract, you get them checked in, and then when they bring the RV back, and then the day after they leave, they'll release the money to you, and then when they come back, you just you meet them, you could have them drop it off at your house, you could have them drop it off at your lot, you could have them drop it off at an RV park to make sure they emptied the tanks and things. You can charge extra for everything, emptying the tanks if they didn't fill the gas, and they have to bring it back the same way it left. So it has to be full of gas, full of propane, tanks empty, all that. And if they don't do that, you can charge a $100 fee or whatever, and have your guy do it or have you do it, and you know, that's all extra money. And if you have a meet at the RV park, you could just do it right there real quick, and then bring it back home or to your lot or wherever you have it. So that's just a quick overview video of how to rent out your RV. I'm gonna make separate videos. I'm gonna start a new channel and kind of go through each step to kind of help you, because it was a little daunting at first. I did buy this guy's program online. I still haven't read it yet, but because we've been so busy with the rentals, I'm gonna read it, and then so I'm gonna try to break down each part of the rental to help you guys out. If you have any questions or you have any comments, or if you have anything you want me to cover, put it in the comments below. Please subscribe to the channel, and that way when I come up with new videos, you can click the bell and it'll notify you. And then as soon as our website, Lux RVs, LuxERVS.com, becomes available, or RVSimplified.com, as soon as we start selling the franchises or being able to manage it for you, I'll let you know, and it'll be in the description below. Okay, and then I'm writing a book on how to rent it out as well. You'll be able to get that out on Amazon. All right, thanks. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day.